All right, lesson 3, circuits. A circuit is a diagram which represents a compound statement. All right. So the basic diagram of a disjunction, I can't say this word, disjunction, remember that's an OR statement, is a box. So this is P or Q, so this is basically P or Q. Okay? So how we read the box is kind of going this direction, P or Q. Then we have the basic diagram for conjunction, which is an AND statement, which is linear. And we're just going left to right on this one. Okay? So we'll get into it and it'll make more sense as we practice with some of these. All right, so we have a box. So we know we have an OR statement, and we're going to go around this way. But up here, we have a straight line, which is an AND. So what we're going to write is, I meant to have this kind of out of the way, sorry. So we write P and Q, P and Q, that's in parentheses. And then we're coming down and we say OR R. So this up here is a line, a linear, so that's a AND statement. And then we wrap around, do the OR, and pick up the R on the way. Okay? Now in example 2, before we get to the box, we basically have a line, so we're going this way. We're doing the R first, okay? Which means we're doing the line and the box, and then we're going to come around this way. So just step by step. First off, we just write the R. On a line, that means it's an AND statement. Now we get to the box. The top of the box is not Q. We literally just write not Q. And then this is OR. I started to write the word R. Sorry. So OR, now parentheses, this is an AND right here, P and Q. Okay, now we can separate this with brackets now to say that is the overall OR statement. So R and this. We'll go through it again. So we're coming up to the box, which means we have an AND statement here. We're going to wrap around, have an OR statement. As we come out, we have an AND and another AND. And we're going to have the box, which is an OR statement. So I know it looks overwhelming, but we're just going to practice it. Okay? So first we have the not P. As we approach the box, we put an AND. Then we're going to put the parentheses, Q or R. And then we approach the Q, so that's an AND, Q. As we approach the box, we have another AND. And then we have the parentheses, not P, or R. That's it. It's just step by step. Now on this one, we're wrapping around like this with an OR, but then we're got a little one right here, which is also an OR. So we say P or the parentheses Q or R, parentheses. That's really all it is. Looks scarier than it actually is to figure out. Okay, now we're going to go the opposite direction. So when you see an and an OR. So we're going to have a straight line, and a box. And I'm not going to grade you on your, artistic skills. So the way we draw this, we have the line and the slash, and we put the P. And the line and the slash, which really represents the and. Okay? You don't have to write this, but that would be where the means and. Okay? Then we write the Q. Then we write the line approaching our box. Then we just draw our box, put a little slash mark, put the R, and put a little slash mark and put the not R. So what we have here is, we start going this direction, we have P and Q and, in parentheses, R or not R. That's it. Okay, so what do we have here? We have an or, that's supposed to be or. We have an and, we have an and we have an or. Okay, so we're just going to approach this. Now, since this is an or statement, we know we have a box. Okay, so the R is going up top. And since we have an and, that means down here, we're going to have a straight line. So we have not P and the Q. And so once again, we have a box because of this or. But this is our straight line on the bottom. We're approaching an and, so we have a straight line as we approach another box. And then quite simply, it's just a P and an R. We put those little flashes. Technically, you put a line out there. Technically, I should have had a line out here. Again, not going to grade you on nitpicky stuff like that. And the last one we have. Okay, so what we have here is an or. So that means we have a box. We come up to the box, simply have a P up here and an R down there. Now this is an and, so we're approaching on a straight line. Q. We have another and, so we approach it on a straight line. R. We have another and, so we approach it on a straight line, but we come up to an or, which is a box. At the top, we have a not Q. And at the bottom, we have a P. And that's it. That's all there is to circuits.